Welcome back, peeps. Thank you for tuning in to the Banner Bros channel, where we're always taking a look at the newest tips and tricks in the Call of Duty universe. And now, today's video is something a little bit different. As you guys have seen all over the internet, all over YouTube, there's been a lot of YouTubers and big people complaining about the hackers and everything that's been going on in Warzone. Now, a lot of you guys may think it's a bad thing, right? You know, Warzone is filled with hackers, but this is actually a good thing, and I'm going to talk about this in this video, and I'm going to maybe give you guys my thoughts on how they can fix this whole hacking situation and all that kind of stuff, all right? But if you guys do enjoy this kind of content, please remember to like and subscribe and turn the notification bell on. It TPLs me out a lot. As well, if you guys want to become, oh my God, as well, special thanks to everybody, to all my YouTube members who give a little bit extra to support my channel. If you guys want to become one, link is in the description. And with that being said, let's jump right into this video. So obviously a lot of you guys have heard this whole hacking thing, and there's a lot of hackers and all this and that. And I am saying my part that yes, I think there is a lot more hackers right now than there was before. I mean, it is just crazy the amount of hackers there is right now. It is just unreal. The amount, I mean, before I don't think I used to face that many, and now it is just crazy. And then we got a hacker like this guy that I faced in one of my streams, and he's just such a bitch that he even goes and like teabags people after he kills them, you know, while he's hacking. It's just like, man, that just makes you even mad. But going over the point, so today we're going to be talking about why all these hackers is good for the game, you know, in quotation, and what can they do to fix it, right? So the reason why this is good, that all these people are making videos and there's all these hackers and all that kind of stuff, the reason it is good is because there is more people hacking. Now that means that Call of Duty is going to have to pay attention, right? Before, you know, there was a couple hackers here and there's people complaining, but they didn't really address the issue. You know, they just say, all right, you know, let me slap you in the hand and, you know, bad boy, right? That's all you did. But now, since there is a lot more hackers, and now, as you guys know, the famous video from Vicstar that he says he's quitting, that is why these things are good. It requires drastic changes for these things to happen, right? It requires these things. If this didn't happen, if people weren't hacking like this so just all over the place, they would never fix it. So it's a good thing, all right? More hackers means that finally they will pay attention. I mean, hopefully, right? I'm talking about if they were a normal company with brains, right? Not headless chickens. I mean, and usually if there's all these amount of hackers, they should do something about it, right? But now let's talk about how this whole hacking thing works, because I was looking at a video from JGod that he just posted and some other guy explaining how he does it. There was this guy actually talking to this hacker, and he was like exactly how he does it, because a lot of people don't realize maybe how this whole hacking thing works, right? So let me just explain to it a little bit. So this is the way hackers work, right? How much do you have to pay? Is it free? How many accounts do they have? So this guy, like I said, he explained everything, all right? And it is pretty damn crazy. So the way this works is basically in less than 30 seconds, you can go ahead and pay around $10 and you will be set up. I mean, just like that, 10 bucks. That is around the cost of the season pass, right? Less of the cost than some of the battle packs. Just imagine that. You can pay less for hacks and get all set up for less than the cost of getting one of the packs, one of these skin packs in Warzone. That's how you know this shit is crazy, right? That is how you know it is just unreal to pay 10 bucks to do it. And basically he says, so you get he gets around 30 accounts, and he's got hacks in all 30 accounts. And the way it works is Call of Duty does shadow bans. The reason also, there was also a problem I remember with Fortnite, was when you have a really big anti-cheat system and you just, anybody that you think is hacking, you just ban them. They also had a really big problem where a lot of people that were actually good, they were like, oh my God, you know, he's hacking and we're just going to ban him. And a big problem arise. I don't remember if you guys remember that with Fortnite. I didn't play it, but I heard the news that a lot of people were complaining about it, that they weren't hacking, but they say they were, and then boom, they were just banned, no explanation, just that's it, bada bing, bada boom. So what they do in Warzone is they basically shadow ban you. And what this means is you cannot play for 7 days. And they put you in this pool where you just basically never find a lobby, or you just play with other people that are shadow banned in your region as well. And so what this guy does is he's got 30 accounts and he's hacking in all 30 accounts. And then what he does is basically, you know, he's got one account, he gets shadow banned, he goes up, he opens the next account. He gets shadow banned, he goes up, he opens the next account. And now imagine this, how many games he has to play. He says that out of all those 30 accounts that he has, he's only been banned, like permanently banned from one. So you can imagine, you know, if you don't really play that much, you play here and there, and sometimes, you know, you don't win because even these trash ass hackers lose, right? You know, you get a bad zone, whatever happens. And you don't always get permanently banned, you know, from all of them. So he's got 30 accounts, he's got hacks in all of them for less than $10. And just like that. And, you know, he was one of the guys that said, you know, there's been so many hackers, so I'm going to become a hacker, you know, and it's Jay God, I saw his video, he was trying to explain, you know, there's different kinds of hackers. There's some hackers that do it because of raids. There's hackers that do it because, you know, because they want to piss off people. There's hackers because the other people are doing it. So we're good. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really agree with that. You know, there's different kinds. No, man, you're a fucking hacker. You are a fucking pussy ass bitch using hacks, right? There is no, oh, you know, I would, no, hell no, man. You are a little rat son of a bitch using hacks. There is no other way around it, right? There's no different kinds of hackers. Ah, hell no. You use one of that, you're a goddamn rat. All right, that is the bottom line. That is the end of the line here. But again, that is good. That is good that more people are joining being hackers, because like I said at the beginning, it will put more attention into this whole hacking thing. So now, how should we do it, right? There's a bunch of different ways to solve the hacker problem, right? One of them is you obviously have to pay for the game, and there's going to be a lot less hackers. You know, as we could see with the usual Call of Duty games, you don't usually see that many hackers in Call of Duty lobbies. You may face like one once in a while, and the thing is, if he is cheating and he gets banned, you know, he's gonna have to pay $60, and if the guy has money, he'll definitely do it, right? That's why you still find hackers once in a while, but it wasn't that much, right? So one of them is you pay for the game, right? Second one is you do like Fortnite and you have a really strong anti-cheat system, but then the problem is if it gets out of hand, and there's people that are really good on PC. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen Exoghost, but goddamn, that motherfucker looks like he's hacking. I mean, he definitely looks like he is hacking. He is unreal, just like flicking left to right. And then you get those, you know, if he's doing really good and he's got a really good account and he just gets permaban and you can't, you know, dispute it or anything like that. And boom, just like that, your whole account is lost. But then we have people, I don't know if you guys saw Vicstar's video, but one of my friends sent it to me and he saw this thing and the guy, let me pause this thing right here. This is just one of my in my background clips. And let me just show you this what he's got right now. This is from Vicstar's video, and he got killed by this hacker, and then he was like, wait, he can't be hacking, you know, it says facebook.gg or whatever, you know, so we're all right, you know, if he's a streamer, I mean, he can't be hacking. He jumps into his stream, and this motherfucker's got his hacks showing in the stream. Like, he's got his goddamn hacks showing in the stream. This is when it's just like, oh my god, like, this is just unreal. I mean, this is just unreal, right? This is just on another level. So I just wanted to prove my point there. I'm just gonna go back here and just repeat that part. But it's just unreal, right? So again, they've got all these sort of different ways to finish hackers and to stop them. And the reason being why these guys can have 30 accounts and all this sort of stuff is because one of the ways they stop it is, you know, they said you have to add a phone number. So let's talk about the bottom line. How would I fix it? First off, I want to hear your thoughts. You know, how would you guys fix the hacking issue? Let me know down below in the comments. But the way that I would do it is you can either do it two ways, right? Number one would be putting a price on the game. Now, I'm talking about a price that is decent enough, but a price that a lot of people would pay, right? Something that is not extreme. And I would think something around like $5 would be enough. And now hear me out, you know, $5, I think a lot of people can pay $5, you know, and if you can't pay $5, you know, then you got to save. And, you know, because I mean, at least, you know, some people just play Warzone entirely for free and don't buy any skins, don't pay any Modern Warfare. So, you know, I do agree that Modern Warfare should get some money from the goddamn game, right? So you put $5. Now, again, you can say, well, you know, a hacker's obviously going to pay $5, but again, that hacker that was talking about, he's got 30 accounts. Now imagine this. Multiply $5 times 10 accounts, that's $50. Multiply it by 3 because he's got 30 accounts, that's $150 he would have had to pay plus his $10, obviously, which is nothing. So we would have to pay a total of $160 to hack. Now that's a little bit more steep price than $10, right? So I think putting a small but enough price, you know, something like $1 probably wouldn't hurt, but I think $5 is something decent. 10 maybe, you know, like the season pass, that would be Call of Duty's choice, right? They'd have to look at the numbers. I don't really know how many people buy the battle pass. That's something I have to notice. Let's say if maybe 50 or 60% of the players in Warzone or 40% of the players in Warzone buy the battle pass, that means that most of the people do have enough money to pay $10. So if they have really big numbers paying for that season pass, then I would say to raise it to $10, right? I mean, I would pay for it. Let me know down below in the comments, would you pay for it if it was $10? And it was significantly decreased, the amount of hackers in the game. I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely pay for it, right? Obviously, we know that it's huge success and the amount of people that it has is because it is free. But what do you prefer? Just having you to call that, and I play Warzone and it is the most played game ever and it's got over 80 million players, or I play a game that probably has 40 million players, but I don't have any hackers. Now that is up to you to decide. Obviously, I have to own it up that, my success in YouTube recently that I've been growing, and again, I want to thank you all, has been because, this game is so goddamn big and it is free. So now that is one way to do it. Now, if you're not for that, you don't want to charge anything, you don't want to do anything. Another way they can do it is for making the verification of your account with something a little bit more personal, something that not a lot of people have. And one of those things, because obviously cell phones, a lot of people discover that you can buy a new number just like that. You can buy them online. It is really easy to buy a new number. Now, something that you don't have a lot of, or that normal everyday people don't have a lot of, is a credit card or debit card confirmation. And I think that is something that they should add. Let's say if they are not with, if they don't have, let's say maybe like a PlayStation, because if you have a PlayStation account, then you've obviously got all that stuff linked and you're playing. So it's not really PlayStation people. Before we jump into this credit card, I just do want to mention that, Jack Frags also uploaded a video and he was like, you can get around hackers. All you have to do is you have to play on PlayStation and, and turn off cross-platform. And that is true. That is true. But a lot of people like this because you can play with your other friends. And I think that goes for another reason. I think they should add a different level of cross-platform. The way cross-platform works is if you turn it on because you're going to play, let's say you're on PlayStation and you're going to play with a friend that's on Xbox, then automatically you're with everybody that has PC. So I think they should do a different kind of cross-platform that if you're playing with people that are only on console, even if you turn that crossplay on, you should only play with people that are on Xbox and PlayStation. Nothing else. You shouldn't play with those bitch-ass PC hackers. And I think that would definitely reduce the size of people that play console that face against these hackers. And also a little bit less raging because you usually do get a little bit more sweats when you're playing in the PC side. And, people complain either about aim assist or people complain about a keyboard and mouse. So I think this would be a pretty good way that if you're playing with only console players and you only play with somebody that has an Xbox or a PlayStation, that you should keep those guys together. Now, obviously, if you add that third guy that's on PC, then, unfortunately, you have to play with other people. But yeah, that's my take on cross-platform. And I think if they do that, if they apply that change, that will definitely be really good for the game. Now, going back to the credit card confirmation, the reason I do think this is a really good idea is because obviously most people don't have, in this case where this dude made 30 accounts, most people don't just have like 30 credit cards. And I mean, you could get them. You can get them online, you can get debit cards online, but you have to pay for them a little bit, you have to put some money. So it's a little bit more, it's a lot more process than a phone number. And that's why I think it's a good idea. Now, the reason why I also think it's a good idea is because Call of Duty is a pretty big company, right? It's not like it's a random company that you're going to give your credit card information to. There's so many people that buy Call of Duty. There's so many people that pay for their stuff online. So it's something that it's a game that has a good fame to it, right? That they're not going to steal your shit. So that's why I still think it's a good idea. I mean, a lot of people favor Modern Warfare. A lot of people buy their season pass. So it's something that people know that they just won't go and cheat on your money. I mean, hopefully, right? They're a goddamn big company. So that I think that's going to be the way. I think if you make something, I mean, that's just one idea, right? Doing something like a credit card. But if you do something that is unique enough but that everybody has one. You know, if you're gonna have to ask your mom for a credit card, I mean, you're gonna have to ask her. You know, they don't charge anything, but there's all these websites that do it, and all they do is they just confirm the credit card. They don't charge you absolutely anything, but they just confirm that credit card is real or that debit card is real. And if they do that, then you'll be able to play with your account. And I think if they do that, it will definitely be a lot better. And I think that that's something that they definitely have to do. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Like, is there any other way to stop these goddamn hackers? And again, do be aware that all these hackers, it's going to be a rough time, but it is a good time because finally Call of Duty will be, there will be, you know, they'll hopefully fix this. So again, thank you for tuning in. Deeply appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Peace out, everybody. And I'll see you all in the next one. Well, hello there. I see you're still here. And because of that, you're going to get a VIP tour of my brand spanking new website. Here you can check out if I'm streaming, or maybe donate some Benjamins if you want to support me a bit more. Most importantly, you can get your own anti-gulag merch right here. 100% guaranteed that you will not go into the gulag if you wear one of these. And finally, you can check out some of my COD videos and the top point makers on my stream. And now, with all that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.